An old Japanese story tells of a sculptor that only when he knew what the stone wanted to turn into would he start carving to help it achieve its potential. This is how I view architectural photography. The photographer should not have a predefined concept or style. Instead, the only things that matter are A. What the architect wants the building to tell us, and B. How the photographer can help him or her say it with a photo. My name is Ron, and in this sample portfolio, I will show you how this principle guides my architectural photography. The hanging gardens of Jean Nouvel's Breeding Building are connected not only at ground level, but visually at sky level as well, forcing the passers-by in the street below, those who hardly ever raise their eyes, to look up at the cantilevered Holystad and the sky and breathe deeply, just like the building. Entering the five-star Green Star building, you shed behind the worries of the street and find yourself in a new realm that is a symbiosis of nature and aesthetically pleasing technology. This immediately calmed the visitor's mind, as though they crossed into a different world altogether. This is a renovation of classical Federation House. The colors and patterns look best as evening light hits the building. At the right time of the day, even a flat wall of windows can create mesmerizing patterns. And to a different shopping mall, the QVB, which was nearly demolished by politicians, but luckily saved by public pressure. The symmetry and open space turned the place from a simple shopping mall into a museum of unique luxury items, food venues, and boutiques. A minimalist modern residential building is using two orientations of curves to break the monotonous little boxes concept so typical of apartment buildings. The person on the balcony gives indication of the scale of the building and conveys a subjective perception of our relationship to the architectural proportion. The semi-random pattern of bricks brings a piece of art, or perhaps a piece of nature, to the middle of the city. Renovation of late Federation style house from around 1910 successfully maintained the original feel of the building. The black and white photo tried to keep the feel of the period. The angle I chose emphasizes the cross-like floor plan, connected by a covered shady loggia. Industrial-style buildings still exist in central Sydney. Here, the strict brick architecture with its wide eye-like opening and the relation to the orientation of the metal chimneys create strong tension. The dramatic but warm colors of the cloudy evening sky emphasize the industrial style and, at the same time, reduces the harshness of a city center structure. The Hornsby Shopping Mall, which encompasses the dynamic clock, creates a plaza for young and old alike to meet and hang about. The greenish glass, contrasting with the yellow bricks, are particularly vibrant when light is diffused by the storm clouds. The simple symmetry above our heads contrasts with the anti-symmetry of the entrance at street level. The smooth illuminated surfaces interacting with the sharp angles and the circle of the glass draws our attention to both the materiality and the dynamics of the building. Rather than the somber, unpleasant feeling associated with visiting a hospital, using harmony of colors, geometry, and material. The RNSH used architecture to make inherently unpleasant situation more pleasant. They focus on the person walking through the corridor, illuminated by sunbeams, bring human closeness behind the glass walls. This is a shopping mall in Augsburg, Bavaria. The open space and symmetry are part of a modern construction, built of modern material to create airy, light feeling, even during the darkness of winter. The geometry of the interior of the University of Sydney's Business School changes with each step. This calls for a series of photos, each from a different viewpoint. The challenge here was to capture Australia's most photographed architecture from a unique, unfamiliar angle. Here I had to wait for the evening, when the colors of the sky recur in the old brick architecture, presenting the exceptionality of the Opera House organic form without making it an alien element. Even simple construction in the right light can create mesmerizing geometries. Thank you for your time watching this presentation. Please visit my site for more examples or to contact me. Naturally, you can also contact me via my email at ranfuchs@outlook.com. Thank you.